Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I swear by Almighty God that with this evidence I shall tell the truth, only the truth, and nothing but the truth. I swear by Almighty God that with this evidence I will say the truth, only the truth, and nothing but the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please rise to hear the hearing of the case, Gideon versus Wainwright.
I am without counsel and without money, and I am requesting you to appoint me counsel.
I am denying you of your right to be appointed counsel on the grounds that the only cases we appoint counsel to are those that are non-capital cases. Therefore, you may represent yourself.
Okay, I will represent myself just as well.
You are sentenced to 5 years of imprisonment because you broke into a pool room that you were uninvited to and took some wine, money, and perhaps a few cigarettes. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please rise to hear the hearing of the case, Gideon versus Wainwright. Please be seated to hear the defendant's complaint.
Your Honor, I would like to plead my case of when I was convicted by the state of Florida for a violation of a statute to break and enter a building of another intent to where I committed a misdemeanor. And having entered the pool room, I was charged with taking some wine, some cigarettes, and some money. The court asked if I was ready to proceed in the trial. I said I was not because I showed up without funds and without counsel. I asked the court to appoint counsel to represent me. As you can see, on the second page of the petitioner's brief, the court said that they could not appoint counsel to represent a defendant in a non-capital case. The case proceeded and I presented myself just as well as I could.
Excuse me?
Yes, Mr. Justice.
Whether or not we have in front of us the trial transcript doesn't make a difference. Now it does, because these were the allegation of our habeas corpus.
That's correct. On page 2 of the petitioner's brief, it states that I, the petitioner, was without funds and without an attorney at the time of trial. I requested the appointment of counsel, but the trial court failed to appoint counsel. You will see this quoted on page 2 of the brief.
So we have the same case here, whether the transcript is before us or not.
Yes, but about 6 months after I was convicted into imprisonment, I sent a petition for a right of habeas corpus to the Supreme Court of the state of Florida, which is in the transcript.
You wouldn't consider this trial to be inherently unfair, would you? I think you got to argue this on the basis of federalism.
I would like to bring up the Miranda rights. In the second right, it states that you have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. On the right that I would like to plead my innocence, I believe that the trial was unfair. I was without an attorney, so I had to represent myself. I believe this is a problem with federalism.
The case Gideon versus Wainwright is now dismissed on the grounds that the criminal Gideon is innocent, and we, the jury, the court, and me, the judge, plead him innocent. The jury may now leave.